And I recommend releasing when you're in midair, right there, so you don't break this box. So this is going to be fairy number 1. And put on your amazing fairy mask. There we go. Alright, fairy number 2. Just wait for him to come up. And our second area is going to be right in here. Really easy number 3. So... okay, nothing in here, except for there is a little open spot right here. That is where we want to push these rocks, or boulders. Okay, so you can push these, pull these as Link. You don't need to be a Goron. So pull it all the way. I guess I didn't need to quite pull it all the way. We're going to need to push it a little left now. So it is easy to miss this specific fairy that's up here. But we'll get through that in just a sec. And push that right there. And now we have a new chest to get. So those arrows there are important. As well as this key. Ah, just me being a genius. Okay, there we go. Loss of about 1 heart is not too bad. So here, you need to use the blast mask, or we're gonna have to use one of our 5 bombs. Almost. There we go. It's number 4. Made it in a way that you can't just kind of unleash on them. You gotta kind of have some pacing in between your shots, which I find annoying. Well, that's also kind of annoying. So you can see here, there are some icicles. You can jump right in there. And that should be number 5. Okay. That is so weird. I couldn't even see him. Okay. I guess that's just one of the problems with recording sometimes. Maybe it's because I had the lens of truth on? I'm not sure. That seems weird. Here. So, we're doing okay. Before we do anything, though, let's put it on the lens of truth. Take it slow. Little jumps. Ooh. Let's kind of have a problem centering myself in this game. And there you go. And we got ourselves a new fairy. Let's see. There we go. Melt that one just cuz. So now we have the box to get up into that room where we have, we previously got a chest. I'm not going to waste more. That's one chest. So, let's take that off. Here we go. So push this one up. Push it over. And I think this is good enough to make this jump. and just kind of roll off. And we have another one. What number is that? Is that 8? It is. Okay. We should have number 9 here shortly. Let's see if I push this down. Oh, let's push it down one more time. And just a reminder, I already got the fairy that is in that box. You can use this block just to get up there if you need to. I recommend just throwing a bomb at it like I did. So, let's be careful on this jump. Nice and easy. Much like the Shadow Temple, I believe it is. We got some flying jars. So that's number 9. And the fairy right here. And you can see I'm just walking through this lava as the Goron. Recommend doing this as Goron and not as Link. So here, I'm going to want to melt these guys. These are going to get in our way. And we are going to have another fairy here shortly. So 1, 2. So I recommend probably here is a good spot to take these things. So this is a timing thing. And number 3. You can see the door behind me is going to open. We now have access to that ground pound area. We also have an extra, or access to another fairy. So keep that magic high. There we go. Number 11. So things. And again, let's put on the Lens of Truth. So gotta use regular arrows, I think. There must be something wrong with what I'm doing here. I'm not sure why the Lens of Truth is not working with the fairies. That shouldn't be a problem. So that's kind of the only problem with these guys is the fire. Getting turned around here. There we go. That makes my life a lot easier. So you can see a fairy pops out. And another fairy will pop out. So that is number. So put the Lens of Truth on. And let's just drop here. Yep, there it is. Okay. So you're gonna kind of just hover. Let's see if I can fall in there. So this is going to take a little bit of time. It's just the easiest way to go about this. And you're going to need to keep moving, keep them fluttering. And eventually you're going to want to kind of just go right into that Deku flower And then sadly, we're also going to need to kind of go and reset the pillars so that we can work our way back up. It'll be a little bit quicker because we'll only have to hit the pillars at the at a certain point. But I'll just cut it to the top so you guys don't have to see me work my way through it. Also, I'm just going to be majorly disappointed if I miss this. Shoot. I don't like going backwards in this. So you can see when I'm moving, I get extra, like, speed. So you gotta kind of keep moving back and forth. And it keeps the Deku flower going. Almost there. Running out of magic a little bit, but that should be okay. So at this point, I should be able to just drop in here shortly. There we go. Almost let him go. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna cut my way back up to the top. You can see there's a bunch of pillars around here. We'll see if we can utilize those later. So, I'm not a big fan of trying to curl up in a ball and get through all of this, but at this point I am good to make this little jump right here. And I mentioned this earlier before we went into the temple. We have the fairy fountain. So we're going to release all the stray fairies here, and we're getting some new magic. So I have twice as much magic as I did before. So some pretty kind of generic magic and powers from the first two temples. But they're definitely things you're going to want. Especially with, as we saw, like I had to do a lot of magic with the Goron, a lot of magic with the fire arrows. So those are pretty useful to have. Honestly, the spin attack is just kind of generic from like Ocarina of Time. But it is nice to have. It's kind of weird to go through the game and not have that. Oh, wrong one. Oh, well. So, let's just head back to the village. And that will be the end of this video. So, teleport over to the mountain village.